yeah, let's get it. I just bust through, no ticket. Just trying to see us winning. Won't drop the ball, won't spill it. Man lost it all in your feelings. From that penny drop, I step to the spot. This ammunition ain't missing. Nah, come on. Yo, wait, who that man? Same man, new game plan, new wave band. Still fly, never lie, still drippy like Obama Yang. Told him stay out the way, man. Got him feeling the way down. Still slap it like all black. Nah, come on. Right from kickoff, she told her strip off. Gave me a tip off and licked this dick off. Told her the price, she said I'm a rip off. Said I'm like right, always wanna kick off, switch off, spit off and tell man piss off. Said I'm offside, didn't see the spin off. Shoulder the line, just to slip on, slipped in behind. Pulled the whip off, the door got kick off. All eyes on me like over, cutting line on retop corner. Everyone wanna be top scorer. I'll be skipper, I'll be shot caller. Full back man, don't drink water. Did it down, stay dripping in water. All them years with no trophies. Talk now, come on.
Hey, we in the building. Hey, man had to give it a winning entrance. You know what it was? It's like winning entrance. We're back in the building. Guna Gang TV. Your boy Arsan alongside the football genius, and we are back with the Fallen Giants podcast, episode 4. It's EPL game week 4. Yeah, just before the international break. So yeah, we're gonna chop up the latest happenings over the weekend. Obviously, the big clash with the entitled Fallen Giants. Big clash at the Emirates. So yeah, shout out the YouTube community. Shout out all the man them.
Shout out all the man them always.
Run up the likes, the vibes. Put your comments in, all of that. Any shout outs before we get into it, bro?
Come on, listen, shout out all the man them every single time.
Who are you sending for? We're sending for Congo, definitely. That's another L.
Yeah,
but yeah, I guess the Man U and the Chelsea boys in the same corner this weekend because it's L's, isn't it? L's.
Fair enough.
Shout out Ricky. Shout out Rob. Shout out who's the other Manx? Mr. Lewin.
Shout out Mr. Lewin. Shout out Faz. Shout out ADJ. Come on.
Hey, has anybody seen Smizzy, mate?
Shout out my dog Smizzy from the O, man. Big Smiz, man. The guy's out there. He's making movies. I keep telling people he's making movies. Don't worry about him.
Come on, we know missing in action and that, but yeah, we'll see him on the big screen. You get me? You might see him pop up in Top Boy tomorrow. You know,
come on, inshallah. You never know.
You get it? That's why he's been missing. So if it's that, then it's cool. You're excused. You get me? But if not, you need to enter the room, bro.
He's been working.
You get me? Shout out to Gouda. Shout out CJ. Shout out Ja. Shout out Jigs. Shout out Narrow. Shout out P.
Come on.
Shout out all the man them, and we're gonna get into it. So, bro, I think it's only right, man. I'll let you take it away because, I'm in the winning corner, so I don't want to be too bossy, you know.
All right.
Firstly, let's talk about the lineups.
Go ahead. Lineups.
So yeah, you told me about what you thought lineup wise for Man U.
All right, look. Our lineup as expected. To be honest, as expected, I thought Martial would play. Everyone as expected, Rashford, Anthony, Bruno, the usual. Lindelof, obviously, he had to come in. He had to come in right there because we have no more centre backs. Obviously, Maguire, Johnny Evans. I just think better for Lindelof to play. Dallo playing left back because no Shaw Malacia. So, yeah, man, team was good. I was happy with the team. Obviously, my vibes already. I would like to see Bruno up front and bring in another midfielder. But, hey, story for another day, I guess.
Yeah, so Martial coming in, that enabled Rashford to go back to the left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
we needed that. End of the day, he's better on the left side. I feel like when he's cutting in, he does damage. So
that's where he's been most effective, isn't it? So
yeah, man. And obviously we had Martial playing. A lot of people. Look, nobody really wants to see Martial playing, but he's playing. So I think he's going to be a useful player for us this season. Did he have the best game against Arsenal? To be honest, a lot of people was criticizing him a lot, but if you really deep it and you watch the game again, you see that Martial why he praised him was because he had some good link up play and he did get the shot off on target as well, you know. And if we would have scored that deflection, that would have been from his shot. So big up Martial, man.
Yeah, shout out Martial. Obviously got subbed off second half. So yeah, take me through the first half and what you thought of the game. Obviously
Yeah,
stepping on the carpet, nice sunny day.
lovely
Um,
day.
it was a big one, bro. I was like, do you know what?
Well,
I was gonna go out. I was thinking, remember, we was talking about going somewhere to watch it, and
yeah,
then I was at yard, and I was just like, do you know what? I'm just gonna stay in and watch it. I just went shops, got my
straight,
bits and bobs, you get me, and just sat and watched it on the big screen, and was just like, yeah. So I didn't miss nothing, you know, them ones.
straight,
Um,
perfect.
yeah, man. And
Um,
go on, give me your first half. Your first half.
yeah, man. Listen, first half started good. To be honest, obviously you guys had your quick chance with Havertz, but I thought that chance came from a little defensive mistake. Listen, I said we set this game out for me was like a Champions League game. You know, like I thought like you guys played and we played the system to kind of neutralize what you guys were doing. You know, we wanted to exploit the areas in and behind basically, and I think we did that. You know, we stuck to our plan. Yeah, it was a bit boring. Yeah, people would say, "Oh, listen, you know, you let Arsenal come on to you, this and that," but the truth is that's the
Was
plan. Pause. Yeah,
yeah.
that was the plan. That was the tactic. Because at the end of the day, this is a big game, and I think Ten Hag appreciated the situation that we're away at the Emirates, and this is a big game, so we have to take it like just like a Champions League game, you know. And I think our players they really tried that, and first half was good. You know, we scored the first goal. Great goal from Rashford, cutting in on the left. You know, well, what more can I say? You know, the guy's been just doing so well since Tim Hoggs came. You know, I credit everything to Tim Hogg with Rashford because he was dying under Ole. Like he was under Ralph, nothing really good was happening. So, yeah, man, shout out Tim Hogg for that. Ericsson again, you know, lovely footballer. You know, I feel like he controlled a lot of the game with the way he was playing, and I think yeah, man, overall it was a good first half. Obviously, we conceded as well, but sloppy way to concede, but great football from you guys. So yeah, man, 1-1 going into the half. I was happy.
Yeah, kind of. For me, I mean, my thing with the lineups, firstly, is I'm thinking, what's Mickey gonna do now? What's he gonna do today? What surprise or what? Do you get it? And it's just that. So the immediate thing was Gabriel's back in the
Mm,
back four. So you knew that. All right, boom, with Gabriel Zinchenko back on that left side. You then got Saliba and White controlling the right side. So it was back to our usual formation and what we're seeing and what we're kind of come to expect, right?
hmm
Partey out, as we've heard now, it's actually 6 weeks, so obviously big news.
Well, we predicted that. Party playing right back. Then I don't know if he was training to play a right back. Who knows? But he said that guy's body can't handle it. You know, you just got to
Yeah,
play him, do what he's good, do what he knows what to do. And, you know, RIP Party, man, that's a big one.
yeah. Well, we're talking intensity in terms of how we play, isn't it? So
Mhm.
high intensity puts more on the physical. So I get that, but I was expecting Jorginho, but um, there was also that part of me that just knew, no, he's gonna go and put Havertz, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, the inevitable. Obviously, Eddie up top, no problem with that. Um, so yeah, went into the game feeling like it's Man U in it. So that's what I was saying to you, bro. Like to me, it's a bigger game than Tottenham. This is my big game, like every season, and obviously at home it's even bigger in it. Like
hmm
away, do you get me? It's still a big game, but I know what happens when we go OT, and if we lack, then it's game over, in it. So at home though, on the carpet, nice sunny day, bro. Sunday dinner settings and all of that. Do you get me? I was feeling like nice, like do you get me? Just vibes, and obviously the chat was going off from early. So I was just like, yeah, I was slapped on bets and I ain't put on no bets for like probably like none this season.
Yeah.
None this season. Probably not since yeah, back in the last season. I
Mm.
thought, yeah, let me throw on a few cheeky bets. Obviously they entice man with the free bet. And then that makes me say, oh yeah, let me throw another fiver there, another tenner there, like bro. You get it. So but anyway, game kicks off. To me it was edgy. Like, I don't like that.
Mm.
I mean, but I mean, some would say, is it playing to your strengths? So not going gung ho from minute one
Mm,
because we know the threat that Manu hold on the counter. We saw that in pre-season
mhm,
because your goals were all counters in it. So
mhm.
Rashford back on that left to me against Ben White. I saw it last season. I'm kind of thinking, yeah, same again. Um, so that's something I'm looking at with regards to the manager because yeah, I saw it last season and the same
Mm.
again. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Well, I think you
yeah,
guys were kind of pushed into a corner to do it, though. If
yeah.
that
Well,
makes sense.
I feel like obviously we was controlling a lot of the ball, say first half hour,
Mm,
but it was very slow. It was like there wasn't not. I mean, bar that Havertz chance,
mm.
which was a terrible miss, bro. I don't even know how you missed that, bro.
That was
Like,
crazy to miss that one there. Especially after it's been gifted to you, it's saying go ahead, score at the Emirates. And
yeah, lift for your
it,
lift off and get your career
yeah,
underway, bro.
what
And
Marshall was doing there, God only knows.
wow, bro. So yeah, and then after that, obviously, yeah, the Rashford goal on the counter, Havertz again giving the ball away,
Mm.
um, which obviously at the moment you're like, bro, man was going off in it because it's just like this guy, bro. Do you get it? And then within an instinct, 30 seconds, oh my god, it's just like, oh, back in this bum, you get it, bro. So then it's like,
Didn't
yeah,
make no sense.
vibes, vibes, vibes. You get me? But then this is what I don't like with us. It's like it takes going behind for us to wake up. But then when we score, we then tend to sit back again. Like, we keep doing this thing where it's like, and it's just like that. It's nerves, bro. To me, it's not that. It's that killer instinct you need. Like, go put Manu to the sword, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? To me, like you're there for the taking. You lot weren't really doing too much. You're just a threat on the counter.
Yeah.
Which is obviously how the manager's set up to defend the thing and
Mm.
exploit our weaknesses. So
I do
yeah, man.
respect that though. I do respect that. Arteta, did say just chill a little bit because the truth is, you come in gung ho, actually would have worked against you because you saw
Yeah,
from minute one we was playing very deep and we were saying, you know what, we're gonna try play out. We're gonna try because,
yeah,
in all honesty, with Havertz in there, I felt like it kind of had Rice pinned back. So you had Odegaard and Havertz versus Casemiro and Ericsson, and I thought we're better. Those two, our two, are better than those two, And then obviously Rice playing well. Actually, he made the difference in that midfield for sure. But I feel like the midfield battle was very even, man. I thought it was a great contested. Like I don't think anyone played bad. But again, for your goal, defensive error. Great football, but you watch it, Ericsson leaves the whole man free. It's like, why have you gone in the box? You've got centre backs there. Stay on the edge. And that's just defensive awareness from somebody playing clearly out of position.
but you know what it was? I think it was just so quick after you lot
Mm,
celebrating that I
yeah.
think everyone was kind of caught out of position a bit.
Mm,
So we used to do that so often, bro. Like we
I know.
score and then we concede straight away because it's like they're so caught up in the jubilation of scoring and that. Do you get me?
Course, and I
Well,
respect that. But Arsene, if you watch that video, Ericsson is a seasoned player. You cannot allow that because you are part of the three. If there's clearly someone on the edge of the box, you can't like just okay say I'm going to go into that. You have to be have defensive awareness. If we had a defensive aware player there, they would have cleaned that up straight away. Like if you even notice, we conceded like that against Tottenham. It went through Mason Mount again, another player that's not defensively aware. It's like these are the minute details that cost you, and for me that cost us big there, having that there. But yeah, it is what it is.
yeah. So first half, edgy. I mean, for me, Rice was. Um, if you look back at the interceptions and tackles and whatnot,
Yeah,
bro, it was a madness. And obviously there was the debate in the chat about obviously Martinelli and Wan-Bissaka. I think the whole game that was kind of the most like entertaining duel because
mm,
they were both on it. Like
yeah,
um,
Side Wan-Bissaka can't go the other way, but yeah, it was basically like a boxer just in a boxing bag. One guy punching another guy. Martinelli was
Literally.
attacking him.
Literally.
This guy, everybody, and you know what's the funny thing? All you United fans, yeah, please, you guys, this guy, he defends, but he doesn't keep the ball in play. The ball goes away. They have corners on corners on corners. First half, how many corners did you guys have? Let me just have a look, because it seemed like you had 100 corners. You had 8 corners in the first half. So all that good stuff, Wan-Bissaka, bro, all you're doing is giving them corners. And if Arsenal were a better corner team, they would have scored 2-3 goals from the fucking corner. So, yeah, I'm not rating any of that. And even if you watch the first goal, it come really from Wan-Bissaka's side. He gets a 1-2, he gets played 1-2, and he doesn't get back into position fast enough. The guy is lackadaisical, man. Like, but again, this guy's being backed by the whole, I think it's opposition fan base gassing him up.
No, but bro, like I mean, that was
What's
a
going on?
prime game of what, which is what I said to you when you just want a defender who can defend, bro. Because although like Martinelli was just sticking it on him
Wait,
non-stop,
sorry, time out. Who wants that? I don't want
you,
that.
you don't
I
want a
don't want
defender that can defend.
not all fucking game. No, you're just going to defend all
No,
game.
but come on, you've got a threat with bro. So if Vinicius,
What
if
threat?
Vinicius, no, if he was playing against Real Madrid and Vinicius was on the left, what would you want your right back to be doing?
I would
Bombing up
want
the field?
I want my guy, the right back, to be called Dallo. That's it. I
What
don't
against
care.
Vinicius and Mbappe and that?
It doesn't matter.
You
Like
want them up the field?
Arsenal. It's not about being like. Why are we saying automatically he's up the field? Where's this notion coming from? Because all I
No,
said,
so what?
I want a right
Right,
back. I
right.
want a right back of a
He is a
different
right back, bro.
profile. But bro, he is right back. He's chilling right back, bro. Like the guy's not going forward. You have to go a bit forward, and even when he goes forward, the guy's got some giraffe legs, bro. I don't know what's going on with Basaka, bro, but he's
Yeah,
not
but
the
bro,
answer.
it's about
He's
reading.
not
It's
the
about
answer, bro.
yeah,
He
but
ain't.
it's about reading room. We said it in the pre-game, and I asked you who would you prefer to be against Martinelli, and you said Wan-Bissaka and Dallo against Saka.
Yeah, only
So
because Saka's a bit threatening, and obviously Saka's better. So I want my better defender on the better player. If you ask me for before the game, I would want Wan-Bissaka out the side, but we've got 5 injuries to defenders, so we're stuck in a corner. The guy has to play. Like he has to play. There was no chance for anyone else to play there yesterday. We could
yeah,
have put
but bro,
Regulun in at left back.
I think anyone else at right back there, big problem,
Oh, he
big problem.
conceded 8 corners.
Yeah, like on that side, yeah,
Yeah, well, bro, we conceded 8 corners in that half.
in the first half.
How many corners do you think was that? I think at least 5 was Martinelli's.
Yeah, and it continued in the second half.
So
And he six duels won, I think, Martinelli. So
he beat him
he
6
beat him
times.
6 times.
So there we go. Then what are we talking about then?
No,
So
but in the chat they
no,
were
no, no,
saying,
no.
"Oh,
Time out.
Martinelli can't go past him," and that, but it was there. He beat him 6 times,
So
and
he's
all
beat him
them
6
corners.
times
So
and all them corners. So what are you telling me?
what I'm telling you, bro, is that didn't.
No, I'm saying, is that a
Well,
positive or a negative for you?
for me, it's a positive in terms of.
So you would want your right back to get beaten 6 times and give away
No,
8
I'm
corners?
talking about from the offensive perspective, though.
Oh
So
yeah, of course you are. Yeah, yeah. So I was talking
yeah.
about Wan-Bissaka's side. From Wan-Bissaka's side, that's fucking disgusting. That is below average. That's like
I
a
think,
2.
but bro, that's how much Martinelli went at him. What do you want him to like? Martinelli couldn't really get
How
past him
about
like that.
how
So
about
every time it was like try cross, and the defender's gonna defend, bro.
uh,
What are you
how
talking
about
about? What are you talking about?
defend him, get the ball, and go forward with it. Don't just
He can't
defend
he
him.
can't get the ball off
Why?
Martinelli because
Why?
he's not that
Oh,
I mean like
what do you mean?
he
It's
can
not what,
tackle, but he can't get away from him and like nah,
bro?
he's not a
Bro,
dribbler.
in the world of football, yeah, you can get close to someone and tackle them like what Dallo was
Yeah, he
doing.
can tackle him, but then he can't
Why
tackle
couldn't
him
he
and
do what?
take the
What you?
ball and run up field with it because Martinelli will be straight back at him, bro. And
Well, well, that's
he's not a techie player to have.
that's the game. Well, that's the game. That's the
Yeah,
game.
but what you'd naturally
Why?
do is grab the ball and feed it to your next closest defender or the man on your right who's on the right, Anthony, in it. So I don't think, and Anthony drops back in quite a
Yeah,
lot and covers. So
because this guy
yeah,
is because he's killing us. It's what I'm trying to tell you guys every single week. Yeah, you
This
guys
is a
can back
mad.
Bissaka, but what the things that you're seeing as are positive, I'm telling you, these are negatives.
Yeah,
These
but
are
it's
double negatives.
bro. In a world where I'm screaming that I just want a defender that can defend.
Who's screaming? Why are you screaming that for me?
No, I'm saying for me, I'm saying like we
You
ain't
would
got
have
no,
one Bissaka instead of
we ain't got,
Ben White
I'm not sure. I'd have one Basaka though. I'm
on the
not sure.
bench.
I'm not saying over Ben White. I'm not sure
On the
because like,
bench. On the bench. Come
but
on.
Ben White's not very progressive. I mean, he does overlap Saka.
Ben White got more assists than Bissaka last season, I'm pretty sure.
He does get up the
Come on,
field.
bro. What game are we playing here, man? The
Yeah,
guy's trash.
but
Just
remember that's Arteta telling Ben White to go right,
no,
back
that's
and
Ben
go up.
White being a half decent player and he's able to adapt and he did it for a season. Shows that he's quality player, Ben White. Respect to him. What?
But bro, you're under the cosh. It's Martinelli.
Oh, what do you mean it's Martinelli? Some mute from Brazil, bro. He's not
What
prolific.
do you
He's
mean some
nobody,
you,
bro.
bro?
What's this
You
some
know, bro.
I know
He's
what? I
come on.
know
Look how
what?
much money he's bun, bro. Look how much
Okay,
money he's put on toast.
so what? So what? You're a good player, bro. You're not prolific, bro. You're not someone that, the whole world should fear, but you're a good player. That's about it. You're a good player. Respect. You're a good player, but that's about it, bro. Martinelli's not the best player in the Premier League. He's not top 5 best players in the Premier League. He's not even top 10. How are you telling me about? Come on, man. Like, he's a good player. That's it. There's many Brazilians that play like Martinelli. Go look at Chelsea's fucking new bench. One of them must play like Martinelli. Fucking bought 10 Brazilians. Telling me one of them can't dribble like Martinelli.
Nah.
I'm calling it now. Any attacker.
I think you're salty because of Anthony.
Salty. No,
Bro,
mashallah, I like Martinelli a lot, but what I'm just trying to
Martinelli's
say is
different gravy, bro. Different gravy.
what I'm trying to say is another defender would have defended different there. And it wouldn't have been just him getting beaten. Maybe Martinelli would have beat him, but at least he would have had something else. And Wan-Bissaka for me, he really disables my team. That's me being honest.
Well, I think he done well, and I think like for the pressure Nelly was putting him under, I think he had a real good game. But I think if you had anyone else there, it'd been game over.
No,
It'd been game over.
You would have said
game over. I know
yeah,
Martinelli, bro, and if you had any other right back, bro, it's game over. Because
Arsenal.
Dallo up the field, Martinelli's in behind, bro, and Dallo ain't got pace to drop in and get back.
Who's
like
faster, Dallo? Who's faster, Dallo or Bissaka?
No, Wan-Bissaka, bro. Come on,
He's
known
so you're
for
telling me about my player. You're telling me
recovery runs, and last ditch tackle. Who's
that's got
better than
nothing to do
Wan-Bissaka?
about speed. That's nothing to do with speed. Dallo's faster than Wan-Bissaka, 100%. I'm
Swear.
telling you this. Because you're seeing a lunge and tackle. Now we're going to this fucking science of it. When you jump and you make a lunge and tackle, of course you're gonna go fucking. You're gonna go in the air, bro. You're gonna be longer.
Nah, you're doing Wan-Bissaka dirty, bro.
How?
I'm not saying he's
as
great.
at fault for the last 3 goals Man United had conceded.
But bro, I'm not all right.
Both of them in Nottingham, and now the Arsenal game. It came down his side once again. Everything was coming down Wan-Bissaka's side. You had nothing on Saka's side. All your draw was from Wan-Bissaka's side. Am I lying?
Yeah.
So, I'm lying.
No, yeah, you're right. It was all down. It was all down your left because Saka had a pretty poor game.
Do you think that's
and
by
that
choice?
was because Dallo, yeah. But Dallo didn't get up the field and progress. So
what do you mean? Dallo was fighting the best player on your team. Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't get up the field. No, and I wouldn't say that.
Didn't get up the. What?
Saka, I think equally, them two are danger guys, bro. So any one of them, you don't want any one of them running at you. But I think people actually know what Saka's going to do. He's going to cut in on the left more time and shoot, yeah? Whereas Martinelli, you don't know what he's going to do, bro. This guy is like unpredictable. He's just like
run to the byline. If not, he's going to cut in. He's doing one of the two things.
Yeah, similar. But that's to get me. He's more direct with it, if you get what I'm saying.
Has Martinelli even scored any goals this season?
I think he got one in the first game. No, I think he's got 2 assists. 2 assists though. 2 assists, 4 games. Come on.
Yeah, no, I like Martinelli. Like I said, I ain't got nothing bad to say about him, but I'm just saying he's a good player. From my side is just Wan-Bissaka was he didn't give us enough in that one. I know it looked like he was doing a lot. I know he made one nice header in the second half, and that I'm not saying that he played bad. I'm just saying that we're going to continue to get beaten down that right. That right side is going to continuously be a place that people are going to attack because they know because they know from the get-go, oh, he might be a good defender. But as an attacker, anyone that plays football knows who's got the advantage, the attacker or the defender? The attacker.
Yeah.
Always the attacker, bro, because the attacker is governing the situation. You think that if you're sitting back, oh yeah, all of a sudden you've got control. No, you don't have control. The attacker's got control of the situation. And that is Martinelli knowing that he's going to have control of that situation 9 times out of 10. Saka, he didn't know if he was going to have control. He thought at the start he was, but Dalot said, no, bro, we're playing this game different today. If you're going in, if you're doing mad things, if you want to run fast and do that, I'm going to play with you today. Pause. I'm going to play this game and let me see how you play against me. And you know what? Dalot and Saka had a great game. It was both tremendous fucking battle. But on Wan-Bissaka's side, for me, it was a landslide. Martinelli beat him up. It like I say, it's like a punching bag. Someone just punching it.
He was out of it, groggy. I mean, he doesn't know
like
what's
that.
hitting him at that.
It was like that.
That's
how I felt. That's how I felt.
4, 5, 6. Wow. Morrison could have been seriously hurt there.
That's how many
He
corners
was
there was.
out on his feet.
4, 5, 6. How can you concede 8 corners in the first half? I think that's unheard of. I think that's
Bro,
the most Premier League corners in the first half this season.
Yeah, but come on, you got to still say credit to the defender for defending his position and his spaces. Yeah. So boom, Dalot. I mean, that aside now. Anyway.
Yeah.
Um.
That was the first half.
Yeah, first half we also had the 2 red card incidents, potential reds. So you had Saka's.
So listen, Lindelof was first. That was the first one, and I feel like this one came out of just pure stupidity. Again, I'm going to tell you another defensive mistake. Lindelof, for some reason, go and watch the tape. The guy stops running to the ball. I don't know what he's smoking. He stops running, and Eddie's like, "Yo, why you stop running, G? Fuck this! I'm going to start blowing." He starts blowing, and then Lindelof just takes him out. He got a yellow card for that.
All right, so just quickly then, where was Wan-Bissaka then? He was up the park, right?
God knows.
That was down your right.
Oh my God. Stop
All
it.
right.
Don't.
Okay.
You're going to give me a heart attack, bro. Give me a heart attack.
Right.
Where was Wan-Bissaka missing in action when he needs to be somewhere? He's missing in action. Trust me. Where was he for the Rice goal?
That means he was there for up the park, and so
therefore up the park doing dumb stuff. Clearly, shouldn't be anywhere near up the park. You're not good enough.
Yeah, but that's
fucking not good enough,
bro.
I don't want him there. I don't want him on the field, G. I don't want him in the team. I want him to be bench. I want him to come on. Like last 10, 15 minutes, yo, Bissaka, hold it down. Hold it down. All right, cool. Hold it down. Defend. Do that. Not anywhere else after that. But yeah. I don't know what you thought of it. I didn't think it was a red card personally. I just thought that
initially, you're in the hype, but then I saw that there was a covering defender anyway, and it wasn't until after that I saw that he connected with Eddie's head. So I see why people were calling for it, but it wasn't really a red for me. Saka's I'd see why it could more have been a red.
By the letter of the law, that's a red. He had 2 feet off the ground, studs showing, both studs showing. There's no, I don't know. Like I say, I don't want people getting red cards, but if there's anyone that should have got it, that's it right there, man. 2 feet off the ground. You saw how he hit, how he.
Yeah, but he was being. I told you, he was being pressured.
Dalot had him. He grabbed him on the back.
Defenders, 2 man on him.
I know.
You get me? Pause, but.
Yeah, but he could have dropped. He could have gone down. He could have tried to get a free kick, but he ended up lunging 2-footed on someone. That's Bruno. And Bruno went down. And at the end of the day, I reckon if that's not Saka, I reckon that guy gets a red. I think it happened because
that was Xhaka. If that was Xhaka, it would have been a red.
Alas, if that's Xhaka, red.
If it was Xhaka.
And this is what I'm saying. He got special treatment because it's Saka and no problem in it. But for me, that's a red.
No, I think it would have been a harsh red though, because
it would have been, but 2 foot in the air, Arsenal. There's no, these in this day and age, you know it. Anytime we see 2 feet,
Yeah,
the
but
guy's gone.
it wasn't both feet connected though. One foot.
I know, but they were both still. And even then, your stud shouldn't be that. In this day and age, you don't even see challenges like that.
No, but bro, he's being tackled, yeah.
I hear
So
you. I hear you.
he's being held by who's it,
But what?
Lindelof, yeah.
Dallo.
Dallo. So he's
Yeah.
being held and
Why doesn't he
tackled
go
and
down?
kicked from the back, and he's trying to maintain possession of the ball, yeah. So he's losing possession. So
Yeah.
now you've got a man pulling you. So now you're stretching and you're
Mhm.
overstretched. I see why it's like it wasn't an actual tackle. It was like he was stretching for the ball
I hear you.
rather than he didn't jump in. It wasn't a lunge, bro.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm just saying, when your feet is like that, by the letter of the law, that's a red. Every day of the week. Like I say, if that's Shaka, that's a red. You know it. You can't do those challenges no more. You just can't. Like, you don't see them.
Yeah.
We never see them. Like, tell me the last time you see one of those. You don't see them. And if you do see them, that guy's gone.
It wasn't a tackle though, bro. It was like
I'm just saying that motion, that having, and he connect, by the way, man did connect. Man, we're acting like he didn't
Yeah,
connect. He
yeah.
fully connected. Bruno was on the ground, so he
Barley.
connected studs up. Yeah, listen, you know, we saw the same for Saka when
Barley.
Martinez took him out. You know, it's the same way.
Yeah, come on, but Saka's a star boy. Give me Ute, man.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Bruno
I hear you.
Fernandes,
I
season. Do you get me?
I hear you. I hear you.
But yeah, the goals obviously the goals, bro. Because like for me, like for Havertz to miss that chance, not firstly for him to be starting, he shouldn't be starting. So then to miss that chance, it's like, what are you gonna do next?
Who would you have started though? Would it have been Jorginho, or would it have been Vieira, or would it have been Smith Rowe?
I think I would have went Smith Rowe or Trossard.
Smith Rowe played a game in 4 games.
Yeah.
So maybe he's not match fit. Trossard, he's played 45 minutes in 3 games.
Oh no, Smith Rowe's been fit all summer. Remember he played in the under 20.
I know. I'm saying just for the Prem, like since you guys started, these guys ain't been getting no minutes.
Yeah, he ain't been getting. But Trossard ain't really been getting minutes either. So
I
would have went with one of them two. I still wouldn't have went with Vieira at that stage. Haven't seen enough, but obviously second half we saw a different thing again. But yeah, going into half time, well, after that goal, seeing Havertz give away and then Rashford, and I think both Ben White and Saliba could have done a bit better on that goal still.
100%. I think it was a bit fluky, if I'm going to be real. The way he kind of hit it, obviously big him up like Shah Rashford, but the way he kind of hit it was kind of like, oh shit, is that what you're doing? I didn't think that was happening. I didn't think that was going to be a goal, but what a berry, you know. He went to shoot, but I don't know if he went to shoot like that. I don't know. It was a good goal though.
Yeah, it was a good connection, man. And then obviously 30 seconds later, bang, Odegaard. So
yeah, good shot from Odegaard. I feel just tried to finesse it, made it happen.
Yeah, Martinelli with the Meg, obviously, with the Meg in the assist. After man was saying, "Oh, he's not doing nothing. But yeah, anyway, let's leave that car. We've been on that long enough to Martinelli and Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, well, listen, I wasn't in the chat screaming none of that. So I wasn't even in the chat, to be honest with you. I gave a half-time analysis and a full-time analysis. So, yeah, I know maybe the chat was going mad.
Yeah, second half now. I'm expecting changes, bro. I'm expecting changes because I saw changes last week. I saw you quick to drag off Trossard. When, as I said to you, I feel like he was occupying the same spaces as Havertz and Odegaard. So therefore, that's why he's not as effective, because all 3 of them are occupying the same spaces in that final third. You get it? So I saw him bench Trossard at half time. So I'm thinking he must bench Havertz, like, because he ain't done nothing else. Well, the guy comes back out second half, and I'm like, and the whole game is just from that second half onwards. It was just like, it was, bro, great goals. You know what I'd say? It was like great goals, great win for me, but just a poor performance overall. It wasn't a great performance. I just think the goals and the climax at the end makes it like, feel a lot better than, or makes it almost like 3-1 seems as though we played you off the park, and I don't think it was that. Do you get what I'm saying? I just think it was just effective in that last 10 minutes, obviously, with the substitution. So second half was kind of dire, and I knew at any moment, I was just saying, you lot are a threat on the counter. So all that possession and doing nothing with it, it's just like hella foreplay, bro. Hella foreplay and beating around the bush, but no penetration. You know them ones. So to me, it's like, man need that shooter, that slappers. You get me? Because it's not clinical. Like even Saka, second half, we saw that miss from him, like similar to the Havertz, and it's just like, bro, these are the fine margins as to what defines your season. You get what I'm saying? So yeah,
Well,
what are you saying on second half, man?
yeah, man. Well, obviously, look, second half, it was always going to be a harder half, with the introduction of fucking Harry Maguire, but we started right off. Obviously, look, Saka gets taken out by Martinez, and he's taking him out. He's obviously injured himself. He comes off in the 67th minute for Harry Maguire. Also, Martial comes off. Obviously, introduction to Harry Maguire, the Arsenal fans, they were nice. They were cheering. They were happy for this. So, clearly you guys knew that this was going to be an issue for us, Anyone that understands.
Oh, Harry Maguire. Come on, oh, Harry Maguire. Oh, Harry. I was like, Harry, that
Yeah,
is not Kane. Not
yeah.
Kane. You get me? No Kane.
It's a sad
Maguire.
one, but yeah, man. So he came on, so that was already going to be an issue. And then obviously we had the new striker, Rasmus Højlund, happy to have him. He looked like a good player, to be honest. When he came on, he was pressing good, a little bit of fight in him. So I was happy to have him, and from what I've seen, I think that he's going to do well, man. He looks powerful. And I think, yeah, he's gonna be an issue. He's definitely better than Whitehorse. He's definitely better than Martial. I feel like, yeah, man, I think he's gonna be good. Just talking about Martial. Listen, I like Martial. I always like Martial. Pause. But I feel like he's gonna be here at least up until Jan. To see what he's got. If he can prove his worth, if him and the striker can get goals, because there's gonna be a time, that maybe we have them both on. You never know. Rashford gets injured. You never know what happens. So I think Martial's going to play a big part, And Ten Hag talked about him, said he played well as well. And I know a lot of people said, oh, Martial didn't play bad. But I think about, if you watch the game again, you will see that Martial did actually play all right, in the sense where for what he was doing, what his whole plan was, our plan as Man United, which was counter-attack, Martial actually was involved in a few of the counter-attacks. And he had a great shot that led to a deflection, which we could have put in the back of the net, but we missed. So, that's why I think Ten Hag was bigging him up. I know a lot of people were saying, oh, he's a liar. Ten Hag is just trying to, gas up Martial. But if you really deep it, you will see what he's talking about, man. And I feel like, yeah, man, so striker coming on was good. Onana, straight away got a yellow card as soon as Maguire came on. Listen, Maguire, Onana, they don't match. They can't. They don't want to play together. I feel like there's already bad blood, and clearly, stylistically, they're not the same. Onana is very, he demands authority. He talks to the players. Maguire, him and him, they just don't match. So I think that's going to be a massive, massive issue for us. And it was in that game. I feel like when Johnny Evans came on, honestly, I said it when I was watching. I said we're going to lose this game now. Sadly. Just because I feel like if you think about the plan that we had coming into this game, it was never, ever going to end well if we had Johnny Evans and Maguire starting. So if
Harry
those
and
two,
Johnny.
yeah, if you started Harry and Johnny from the start of this game with that same plan, we wouldn't do
Harry
that.
and Johnny.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that plan, Arsene. So what happened was once they both came on, we was already under pressure. We was already sitting back, but that forced us even further back, which actually forced a quick counter-attack, which we got a goal from Garnacho. It was offside. The offside is so tight. It's so tight. And you know what? I think it's a robbery for me. I feel it's a robbery for me. It's not brilliant defended. He got life,
Bro, it's not that close to say robbery.
bro. Honestly, for me, like I said, I compared it to the Usyk fight. I said when Usyk got hit with that shot, they didn't show a replay for like 3 minutes. They didn't. They waited and they waited.
Yeah.
And it was same with this VAR. This VAR was taking very long. And I was saying, why is it taking so long? Show us the replay. Show us the stuff. It showed us one replay, one angle of the replay. And I was just like, you know what? Something's dodgy here. But cool, we move. We didn't get the goal. After that, because we was pinned back, you guys, because you conceded, you was fired up. You thought, yo, listen, we need to score here, and you did it. Fucking Declan Rice, shout out Declan Rice. Can't hate the kid, he's a nice guy. So shout out Declan Rice. I feel like he had chances in the first half, Declan Rice also, and it was kind of coming. And the fact that we lost both our centre backs and we had to put in these two, which were actually at fault for the goal. Again, it came from Bissaka's side. I don't know where Bissaka was. He was somewhere in the abyss as usual. But Maguire and Johnny Evans was actually on that side. And, it's not by surprise that we concede. The goal comes from their side. And that's what it is. I'm not going to put it on them and say, we conceded because they were both on the pitch. But honestly, that's how I felt when they came on. I felt like we could concede because you guys are actually top team, and that's our fifth and sixth choice centre backs. It's like, for example, if you had your fifth and sixth choice centre backs playing, not Saliba and Gabriel, I would fancy us to score in that game, because at the 67th minute and then 84th minute, and then we played until 113 minutes. So there's a good 15 minutes with your fifth and sixth centre back on. I'm not here to make excuses, but everybody would know that if that happens, you're in trouble. This is the Premier League. We're away to Arsenal. It's not an easy game, by the way. Do you know what I mean? So we've had to do that. And I think the circumstances, boom, 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 you guys did your thing. And I think you deserve to win. I'm not here saying, we should have won. No, I feel like at the end of the day, you guys created more. You had the better chances. And, we played to a plan. And, you guys kind of played your plan. So it was a good game, man. But, yeah, I think you guys deserve your 2-1. You was pushing. And it would have been harsh. It is harsh to fucking lose. But, it is what it is. We go again. And I think we play you again. Ready for smoke again,
What? Talk that shit. Talk that shit. I want to hear it. What? Talk that shit.
Man's always ready for smoke. I swear that's what you said on Sunday morning.
I was.
I don't really say much, I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, let's listen to what everyone says, and I just want to see, because it's like I wanna gas. You get me? But I don't know what the manager's gonna do with the team, so that's why I'm just a bit more reserved.
You know what it was, Arsene? We talked about it on the podcast the week before. We said if Partey's playing right back, I said that I feel he'll get injured. I feel like you was doing things that are not organic. What you did now, it was more organic, and I feel that's why you guys played well. If you did have Partey, and I feel if you was doing all that funny stuff, I think it might have hindered you, and I think we would have had a better chance of winning that game. However, you never know. It's a big game. Players play different. Players play better, so it was always going to be a tough game. But I just felt that we could win. Like, I genuinely felt we could win. I said it on the pod. I said we're coming for smoke. And we came for smoke, but in our own way. We did it in a respectful way to say, we know Arsenal are good. We're going to try to keep the ball. You guys come and try and win it. If you guys can take the ball off us over in this position, you're going to have a lot of chances. And if you can take them, then well done. You'll finish this game 4-5-1. Do you know what I mean? 2. But the truth is that you don't have prolific players. And because you don't have prolific players, any top team can bank on sitting back against you guys and say, you know what? Let's see what Arsenal have got. I never forget Newcastle did it. They said, let's see what Arsenal have got. Like, if they're good enough to break us down, fair play, let's try. But the likelihood is that Eddie, Jesus, and now Havertz, when they get those massive chances, they're more than likely to miss than score, as if it was a Harry Kane, a Guerrero, a player of that ilk. And I feel you don't have it. And I feel if anybody's got it right now, we got it. You know, obviously Haaland is there. Obviously, you know what I mean? I don't think Chelsea, they maybe got it with Jackson, you know, but I feel like this Hoyland guy,
Yeah,
yeah,
what you think he's gonna have that?
I think he looks like a striker, Arsene, as in the sense
Yeah,
like he looks like a CF,
like a
when
threat. Yeah.
yeah, like he's not looking like he wants to get involved in many things. He's looking
Yeah,
like
attack.
get me the ball in this area. And that's why something I talked about in game, which I didn't like, that the players of Man United, they didn't understand. They don't understand something about this kid straight away. I haven't watched the kid play. I watched him just play now properly, yeah. What I picked up straight away is give this guy a chance to show you what he's made of. Give him some 50-50s. Put the ball in the area and see what he does, because they don't even know what he's going to do. So there was one chance on the left, and I said, Rashford, just ping it into him. I know Gabriel's there, but ping it into him, see what he's got, because that's what we're going to need to start doing. We're going to need to start giving this guy a chance one-on-one against some of these defenders, and to use your strength and to actually start going forward. And I feel like, if obviously our players don't know this yet, but that's what we're going to have to create for this guy, giving him one-on-ones, 50-50 chances. It doesn't have to be the perfect pass. The pass could be 60-40 in favor of the defender, but it doesn't matter. Give the guy a chance to use his tenacity, his will to get to the ball, you know, his in his mind, like, mentality, you know. If he's got an elite mentality, even if it's a 60-40 ball, he's going to do everything it takes to make that, and then that could change the dynamic of the percentage. So it's okay, now it's 60-40 to the Holland, and the defender's got 40. But you have to give him a chance. And that will only happen by playing the guy and picking up on his style of play and these things. And I'm hoping we get to do that, and we do it early, because he's a big Donny, plays for Denmark. He's confident. I listened to his interview. Just from listening to his interview, I can tell if someone's intelligent, if they're just, you know, just chatting for the fucking fans. And there was no chatting for the fans, you know. He said, I'm ready to die for the club. I'm here to give him 100%, you know. Ronaldo's his idol. So, you know, he's already got, his dad is a United fan. So he's already got some sort of connection, you know. So I feel he's going to be a success, 100%. I'm not saying he's a dog's bollocks. I'm not talking about his level or nothing like that. But I feel he will be a success, and he will get this season. If I put a number on it, if this guy plays 40 games for us, he bags 15 goals minimum. Yeah. Minimum. Yeah. I want to say 20, but I don't want to be greedy. 15 minimum.
I'll say 12, 13. Again,
I'm talking all comps.
Yeah.
Because he could just go off in one of these FA Cup games, one of these Carling Cup games, cheeky hatty. Remember, the guy plays for Denmark. Denmark is not a shit team. If you actually deep Denmark and you look at their results as a nation, they get amazing results, man. And listen, I think the guy's got big stuff ready for the fucking Premier League.
Yeah, it was an interesting challenge, because Gabriel was having a great game, and I see Hoyland come on, and it was like he was trying to put pressure on Gabriel, but Gabriel was just like, yo, that's cool, my youth. You get me? Cause me are the boss, you understand? And
listen, Gabriel's he's a big Donny. You
controller, you get me? Controller.
Yeah, look, Gabriel did well. Obviously, he won the battle against Hoyland, but Hoyland put himself about, you know, and I feel like Gabriel wasn't ready for that. He didn't understand, but he made it happen, you know. He defended it. So well played to Gabriel. The penalty that they talked about, I know Ten Hag talked about it, but I feel like it would have been a harsh penalty to give. I think it would have been a harsh penalty to give. I don't think it was a penalty for me.
That was no pen. That was never a pen.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was a penalty for me, you know. I feel like the Basaka one also, I feel like when I first saw it, I said pen, you know. But then when I saw the replay, I saw like Basaka kind of put his foot there, and like Martinelli was coming through, and Martinelli tagged, he hit the leg, and he went down.
It was Havertz.
Sorry, Havertz.
Man, a hat trick of fucking bloomers, mate.
Yeah, so I just thought, like, you know what? maybe he played for it a little bit. I don't know. Who knows what Havertz is thinking? This guy. Look, I'm not here to diss no players. I'm not. I don't believe in that. But I'm struggling to see how this guy plays anywhere other than
And
9 in the team.
how does he last so long, bro? I'm sitting there like 60 minutes. Like, can you get this guy off now?
Yeah,
Like, he's had another 15. He's done nothing. All right, we've had
yeah.
a penalty appeal. Like, the guy basically dived, and to me, that's a bottle job thing. Because if you're through on goal, why are you not driving at goal and shooting? He's on his left. He's a left footer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying, Austin. I feel like this guy is a striker, man. You need to just put him in front of goal because I feel
Yeah,
like
but even in that position, it just shows, bruv, like
I hear
his
you.
confidence is in the mud, bro. Really, that Chelsea tax is heavy, bro. And like it's a mad thing for him to get out of that right now.
I
So
hear that.
this guy, you got to bench him, man, and let him
Yeah.
ease his way back in. And I feel like these man, like, see what well, obviously we're gonna get onto Sancho a bit after, but
Mm.
you see where he just took him out of the firing line last season. You might need to do that soon because otherwise, like, what are you gonna do? It's like he's playing him with the hope that he does something and it boosts his confidence, but he's having poor performance after poor performance. So now
Well,
his confidence is going to be getting lower, right? So naturally, take him out of the firing line, let him come on when we're winning games and we're controlling things. You get it? Because it's no coincidence that the last 2 games we've taken him off, benched him, and then the subs have come on and we've gone on a one and either won or scored to
well,
equalize against Fulham, obviously, and obviously win the game against you
yeah.
guys.
I'll say this. Like for me, Arteta is actually the reason Havertz is playing bad right now. I feel this is solely on Arteta. I know you can say, yeah, Havertz needs to play better, this and that, but Havertz is a striker, and I know it doesn't look like it at times, but he's a number 9, and that's why I've grown to watching him over the past few games. I've realized he's actually a number 9, and some of the things that he does, like he gives away fouls, like he's clever on the ball, like even there he dived, he gets good headers. He's actually a striker, and I feel like until Arteta goes back to plan A, which is your back line that you just had, Partey and Rice and Odegaard with Saka and Martinelli with Havertz up front, I think that is when you get the best out of Havertz because I feel like currently you can't. He's not built to do what he's doing. He's not built for it. So you're forcing it, and his game is showing that he can't do it. So when he's in positions, he's just tired. And Arteta thought that he's a young boy, a young guy. He's going to be able to do all of this running, this and that, and he might have good running stats, this and that. But the truth is, you need someone to be clinical. You bought this guy to score goals. You didn't buy him to create you goals. I don't know why the fuck
I
you guys
think he
bought him,
did. I think he did. I think he bought him
but he
to
might have, but
because
it's
I think we're looking at Xhaka numbers 7 and 7. Yeah, so I think naturally you should expect Kai Havertz to be able to do that. Even now, I still think he will still
but
get.
7 from a guy that's never played midfield in his life. It's I don't know, man. I maybe he has. I
Yeah,
don't know,
but
man.
it's kind of
Yeah.
advanced midfield, bro. It's
Yeah,
not
no,
like
I hear you. I hear
it's
you.
not.
I'm just saying, from what I've watched, Arsenal, he just gives away fouls and he gets
Yeah,
into great
don't get me wrong.
positions. But I think he just kind of misses, man. Anyway, like I said, yet to be seen. Not judging him, but just from what I've seen, I think he's a 9, and I feel like the quicker Arteta goes back to your normal system, like he did, I feel that's when you get the best out of Havertz.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping with this international break now, we don't come out and do the same thing after the break because yeah, he's been poor and it's no coincidence that you've seen poor performances from Saka. Martinelli's been active, but not like very effective outcome wise. I think that's due to Havertz also, and obviously Zinni was not in the team, and Xhaka's not in the team, and all of that. So I think it's a combination of things, but Havertz definitely is one of those things. What's happened to you? Your audio? Oh, okay, you're still there.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I wanted to ask you something. What about Eddie? Because I'm hearing a lot of praise for Eddie. He's in the England squad. everyone, it's like Arsenal fans are trying to do a U-turn and saying, yeah, we're happy with Eddie, second striker, this and that. What's your take on Eddie?
What it's never kind of changed, man. He's not my first choice. He wouldn't be my second choice. He'd be my third choice. I'd still have another striker in over Jesus, but we saw
Is
the
he
difference
looking like
in
your
his
first
level.
choice?
Huh?
Sorry. Is he looking like your first choice now?
Nah, Jesus is back. Bro. You saw what Jesus does. You get me? Send man shopping. You know them ones. Man sent centre parks on a water slide and all them things, bro. So yeah, Jesus is just different. Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. The Brazilians, it's samba ball, bro. It's favela ball and all of that. So for me, Jesus goes straight back in. But ideally, I would have liked a real number 9. Do you get what I'm saying? Like Hoyland looks like that type of number 9. It looks like it. But it's obviously early. You ain't seen enough yet. So yeah. But Eddie, listen, man. The guy works hard. He gives everything. I will say that. It's just like in those, though he did score the winner against you lot last season, he he didn't really do much except work hard. If you get what I'm saying. But as a striker, I want you in the box. I want you having shots at goal. I don't even know if he registered a shot, bro. I don't even think he
He didn't.
registered a shot.
No
Yeah,
on target for sure.
I don't even think like a shot at all. Like, you get what I'm saying? But big work rate, big up Eddie for work rate. I was pissed he got subbed. Actually, yeah, he definitely did it because I had him on my bet to have a shot. Imagine I had him to have a shot and Casemiro to commit a foul, and none of them happened. Madness.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Casemiro didn't
Commit a foul.
He didn't commit a foul?
Yeah, but I had him on a bet. Casemiro to commit a foul and Eddie to have a shot.
Wow. Well, shout out Casemiro. I thought Casemiro would get the yellow card.
So did I. Obviously, he was missing though. Missing in action. Bruno missing in action. So we could talk about Havertz and that. But your guys,
let's talk about it.
Second half, Bruno missing. Casemiro missing.
Okay,
Declan Rice controlling.
Hold on.
So you could talk about back line, but where's your whole midfield? Where's Anthony? Where is he? What did he do?
Well, you just heard it. Yeah, Casemiro didn't make one foul. That is phenomenal. Away.
Nah, that was like
phenomenal. Yo, what? He didn't make one foul.
I know it's
That's phenomenal. Did Declan Rice make any fouls?
Yeah, I think he made one.
He made 1 or 2. Declan Rice. Anyway, yeah. So we talk about because I see it. The caption was Bruno missing, this and that. Why do you believe Bruno was missing there? Let's talk about that.
Because Bruno's your captain.
And so what he went.
So
missing.
when I see Odegaard step up the way he did, I definitely need to see Bruno doing the same because Bruno's like a bigger player than Odegaard.
Okay. Tell me what was wrong with Bruno's performance?
He did nothing. Where was he? What did he do?
Okay, I'll tell you just straight away. First thing I can remember, yeah.
Tell me what he done.
Bruno made the tackle for the actual through ball for the goal.
What, the offside goal?
Yeah. That he made that tackle.
Okay, yeah.
So
against Jesus.
Yeah, the tackle, the big tackle right before when we scored our goal, yeah. Offside or not, that's not on him. He made the tackle. Bruno headed out. He was defending really well. Bruno's whole game was revolved around making sure the midfield was strong. Yeah, making sure he covers gaps. Bruno did very well last game. Like I said, it was a Champions League game. We came in with a tactic. Everybody had their own job and they knew what to do. So Bruno's thing yesterday wasn't about creating like a madman. If you could see, which you obviously watched the game, Eriksen was doing the creation. Am I lying? Who was creating the game for us? Who was trying to find those intricate balls? Bruno wasn't doing the things that he usually does. Just long passes, this and that. He was being very methodical with it because it was a serious game. and it nearly worked. Bruno's performance was very good. Like I thought everybody on the park was very good. I feel like Havertz. The reason why I talked about him is just because
I
we
think it
was
was a poor game, bro. I think it was a
wow.
poor game from both sides. I swear, bro.
You think it was a
Like,
poor game?
yeah, for the levels and for the for what we know the game's to be about. I think both teams were relaxed and like it was almost like it was the end of the season and we weren't really playing for nothing until it was like moments, just moments in the game. Because you have to think our goals came in the last 10.
Mm-hmm.
His lot scored that offside goal in the last couple of minutes in
Mm-hmm.
90. The whole of second half, nothing happened.
But Arsenal,
Saka missed that chance. You lot
yeah.
done nothing. You done nothing, bro.
But this is what I'm saying, Arsenal. It's a Champions League game. It's a Champions League vibe. If you watched how many Champions League games in your life,
Yeah.
you know the big games. They're so tight. They're razor tight. Unless somebody just gets mauled. Yeah, the games are always very tight. And I said it at the start of the show. I said we came in with a Champions League mindset. This was a Champions League game, and that's how you play in the Champions League. You know, you sit tight. You go to your tactic. You try hit the opponent on the counter. Usually it's in two legs, right? So you get the second leg and you get to play blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
but bro, this is away at Emirates here. This is
Yeah.
Arsenal Man U, yeah. But it's only after the game, and obviously Rob said it as well in the chat. But I think it's like your last 8 away games against big teams. You've lost all of them, bro. That's a problem.
Okay,
Because
and
then if you're saying it's champion, so was it the same in all of those other 8 games? Because
no, it clearly wasn't, and this is the difference, and this is what I want to talk about. Because if you notice, last season, yeah, Ten Hag was first season in the Premier League, so he was always adapting. Every game, he's never played away to Tottenham, to Man City, to Liverpool, to Arsenal, to any of these clubs. He's never played away, so you need to gain that experience, right? So this season, we said, okay, what we're gonna do? We're gonna come in. We know how Arsenal play. We're gonna sit in. And you can't lie, Arsenal. It nearly worked. We nearly snatched the win
bro,
from you
you
guys.
lot were a threat. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So,
We were
but
poor. You
no,
lot
it's
didn't
not.
do nothing, but you're a
It's not.
threat on the counter.
Yeah, it's not. It's not that you were poor. I feel it was a high level game of football there, and that's the way I interpret it. You're saying that you didn't like the game, but for me it was very high level. Everything it was a strategy from both teams, just like when we said United started off, we passed it straight back to the defenders. We was playing with the defense. You guys didn't press as high up. You took that kind of Community Shield City vibe where you didn't press City so high up in the first half. You said, you know what, actually, we're going to see if you're going to play through us. And that's what you guys kind of did the first half. You kind of sat in front of Martinez, Onana, Basaka. You let that area have the ball. That's why in the first half we had more percentage in possession than you. Because that you said, all right, we've done this before. Man City does the same thing. And I feel that's why I really rated Arteta for that little piece there, because I said, okay, he adapted. He spoke to the team. He told them that second half, just like in the City game, you come out more aggressive. However, we helped you with the introduction of Maguire and the injuries, blah, blah, blah. That worked in your favor. So I saw a very high level game
I
and
think there's that.
high
And I
level
think
coaches for me.
also player selection for me, because obviously a lot of shit breaks down with Havertz. So there's that,
Yeah.
and then you see that I saw moments where like Martinelli, Zinchenko, they didn't want to pass to him. Like he was advancing into the box and man just turned the other way, didn't even pass to him. So I'm saying on the whole, it kind of affects your play. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So then
That's how I feel about Basaka, but you're not having that.
no, but I'm saying I'm talking in the attacking third around the box, bro.
So am I.
Wan-Bissaka's a right back. Like his job is to defend. It's not to attack the box and score goals.
That's
So
in
I'm
your
talking,
that's your belief. In Ten Hag's system, that's what Luke Shaw's been doing. That's what Dallow's there to do.
yeah, but
That is how it
Luke
works.
Shaw plays like that, bro.
No, I know,
Wan-Bissaka's like
but
he
no,
gets up the field though, bro. He does. He just doesn't
but
score.
I'm just letting you know. Just on that quote that you just said. Yeah, that's what I needed to happen. That's what I need from Basaka, and we can't have that because he's not that guy. That's why he kills the play, Arsenal. You see those
Yeah,
moments,
but bro, that's a
seconds,
right back. Bro.
2 sec. No, you can't look at right back. When you look at 11 players on the pitch, you don't look at them as individuals. It's like a machine. The
I get that,
machine
bro.
runs like a machine. If one part of the machine is faulty, the machine doesn't run properly. So that's why every cog needs to be running at optimal performance. And he is an odd one out. Maguire is an odd one out. And look, and this is the facts. Maguire, McTominay, Bissaka, all of them were supposed to leave. Maguire said, you have to pay me 12 million or whatever it was. McTominay didn't want to leave to another club, and Bissaka didn't want to leave. And actually, now it's come out, Sancho didn't want to leave because he's making too much bread. These men are all making mad bread. That's why they're here. But anyway, it's a different story.
I get you, but for me, it's just like in terms of attacking your goal and all the play around the box, like the defenders are not really involved in that. I'm talking about your link ups with Martinelli, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka. Nothing was really happening. That's what I'm saying. Martinelli, he was attacking Wan-Bissaka a lot, but he weren't really getting much joy, just hella corners. Do you get what I'm saying? So Odegaard didn't really do much. A lot of pressing and a lot of running around, but like nothing else other than the goal in the first half. Saka, really poor. Obviously missed that chance. Yeah, you'd have to say, like, is it Dallo pocketed him? But he's like, we're two doubling up on him as well. Martinez was over on that side.
But this is what I'm saying. It's not that you guys are poor. It's just that we are really good, bro. We're a good defensive side. And this has been known. Like, we won 42 games last season, Arsenal. We played 62. We won 42. We drew 9. We only lost 11 or 12 or whatever it is. That's it. So just deep that for a second. We ain't no fucking slouch. People looking at us like we're some hillbillies. Bro, we played 62 games.
Bro,
we won
I'm
42.
saying,
You, man, played 47 and you didn't even win. Nowhere near 47. You won like 30, 34, I think it was.
What I'm saying though, yeah, is like, if we had made subs earlier in that game, we would have put you to the sword. If he had made those subs in the 60th minute, the game would have been done before 90.
Awesome. That's
the game would have been. I'm telling you,
well,
bro, we've
Martinez
seen it,
never
bro.
came off, if
He
Lindelof
made the
never
subs.
came off.
He made the subs. We saw the immediate change.
With
So
Harry
that's my point.
Maguire. Don't forget that, Arsenal. Look, we've said this, yeah, and you've even agreed. As soon as Harry Maguire came on, your fans were cheering for him. And you know, once Maguire goes in, we lose all shits, because Onana and him, they don't play football. They play football in two different minds. One guy's playing in the pub and one guy's trying to play properly. That's it. So you had the advantage. You got given the advantage. You can't deny that. Because why is your fans cheering for him to come on then? Because he's fucking the best defender in the world? No, because he's a fucking piece of shit. Shout out Maguire, sorry, but you're shit.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to Jesus as well, though, because I think it don't matter who it is. He's running that man, though. I mean, you've got Jesus, Saka, Martinelli running at you. Odegaard, come on, it is dangerous.
Yeah, it's
you
dangerous,
can't deny that, bro. Yeah, it's
Johnny
not clinical.
Evans and bloody Harry Maguire will never be the answer. That's the worst centre-back pairing in the league. Tell me one worse right now. Go.
Yeah, but I don't know that like the bottom of the table team.
Bro, if you're going to Luton, just forget about it. We don't count Luton, obviously. They've just been promoted. So you don't go to Luton, obviously, bro.
Forest.
Go on. Yeah? Forest, yeah? You're saying Forest. Let me get you Forest centre-backs up right now. I guarantee you they're better than Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans. I don't even know. Everton, Tarkowski and who? What? Are you mad? Tarkowski, here it is. And Berthwaite. And who they got on the bench? Ben Godfrey. I'll take Ben Godfrey over Johnny Evans. 100%. Who else? Wait, let me go to the Burnley one. Did we say Burnley? You didn't say Burnley. Okay, we're not going to the promoted team, sorry. Not in the Forest, you said, yeah.
Burnley, yeah.
So we've got Willy Bolly. He played for Wolves.
You wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't, bro.
How about this, yeah? When Willy Bolly was playing under Nuno, he was one of their best players.
Why?
So that's his name. That's his name. That's the guy's name.
Why?
Pause. I can't even show you, but yeah. And then you've got Scott McKenna, 26-year-old. This guy's been playing for a long time. We know he's been in the Prem, so this guy's decent. Then the other guy, Joe Worrell. Okay, look, I don't know Joe Worrell. Come from Rangers.
Oh, come on, bro.
I don't know him, so he might be shit, but at
Oh.
least he's 26. At least he's got some speed.
Nah,
These
man.
men are 33 and 35. What? No. What do you mean? Listen, 33 and 35 to two 26-year-olds that can actually play football.
Yo,
Not
Ten
the Forest
Hag.
just beat Chelsea.
Ten
They
Hag,
just
innit?
beat Chelsea, though. Come on, bro.
Ten Hag
You-
brought Johnny Edmonds in. That was his decision.
That was a koalas. You know when you get koalas, you're
That
like,
was
yo,
his decision.
no. Listen,
Bro,
This-
we
and
come
this
on.
is
We
where-
spoke about this.
No, we didn't. I'm gonna speak about it right now. Yeah, Johnny
No, but-
Evans came in to train. He asked, "Can I train?" So they said, "Okay, cool. We don't have centre backs right now. Come train." He signed a pre-season contract for 2 months. The Glazers done him. The Glazers said, "Sign him for the year. You got him now. Maguire's not leaving. We ain't got money for centre back. That's what you got. Deal with it." Did we not try and sell Harry Maguire? Right or wrong?
Yeah, I get that. But I'm saying Ten Hag still had to give that the green light, innit?
Okay. I don't understand your point on this one here. I
So
don't understand
I
your
don't
point.
get how. Like, I get he wanted to
He's
get
the
rid of Harry
sixth
Maguire.
choice. He's the
But what I'm
sixth choice
saying to
centre
you,
back, Arsenal.
like, who else was on your bench?
All right, hear this. The new goalie, you don't even know his name. Binier, can't even say his name. Johnny Evans, Garnacho, Dan Gore, an 18-year-old midfielder. Yeah, he's from the youth team. Holland, Harry Maguire, Hannibal Mabry. He's a 20-year-old. You remember Hannibal? He's got the little
Yeah.
afro.
Yeah.
He's there. He hasn't played any minutes.
What's he, a cam, innit?
He's like a
Or
cam,
centre
yeah.
mid?
He's a cam. The cam centre mid, whatever. We had Palestri, 21-year-old, and then we had Regaloon. Hasn't played a minute since 13th of August, so he wasn't really ready to play, so he can't come on. We only the two players that got injuries was
Varane.
Lindelof and Martinez.
So who else you missing? Varane.
So we're missing 8 players: Varane, Luke Shaw, Mason Mount, Malacia, Kay Mano, who's a midfielder, Diallo, and Tom Heaton. And McTominay left the squad. He cut squad.
Okay. So Martinez, was it an injury or was it because he might have got the red and
No, as far as we know, it was an injury from the tackle from Saka, really. He did that tackle. As soon as he finished the tackle, 1 minute later, he pulled up. He got subbed off,
Okay.
literally. So that's from watching the game. I can only say that. I can't imagine the manager said, "Oh my God, he's going to get a yellow. Let's take it." Like that just seems stupid. Do you know what I mean? So he's come off, and then Lindelof already had the flu before the game, but obviously he told him just play in it. And then after that, at the end of the game, you see him hobbling out. So
I just
Lindelof
think that regardless who is at the back at that point when the attack becomes relentless on your goal.
Oh wait, time out.
There's only so long, bro.
How can you say that though?
Because
What-
once
how can-
Jesus, Vieira, Tomiyasu
No,
came
but-
on.
Oh wait,
Like-
time out. Yeah, time out. How can you say regardless of personnel if you know football styles and tactics? Because you know the style that
Bro,
we
you were
playing,
sitting back the whole second half anyway.
It's not about that.
You were
It's about,
sitting back the whole first half.
It's not about that, Arsenal. We
And
had
now
more
we've brought
possession
on
in you.
with yeah, I know, but it was in your own half.
Yeah, but we still had more possession in you because that's
In your
what we're
own
doing.
half, though.
We're beating the press. That's how
No,
you do
but
it.
but it was in your half, fam.
No, but you're not hearing what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
You're not hearing what
Gary
I'm saying.
Neville. That was the
You're
thing.
fully not
You
hearing what
saw
I'm
it.
saying.
No,
No,
Gary
I'm
Neville
saying
brought it up, yeah, because he actually said it's Man United have had the most possession in their own half.
Answer me this, yeah, because is Martinez and Varane the same level as Maguire and Johnny Evans? Not in football, in terms of playing style.
Not at all.
Not at all. So what happens if you have a sweeper keeper playing with 2 players that can't play out the back? What happens? You have to change
Bro,
your whole
you
tactic.
wasn't even when they was on though. I'm saying before Martinez went off. Why did he go off? Because Saka was attacking, bro.
No.
He went off for a tackle, but I'm saying
No.
we were still
He got
attacking.
injured, bro. No.
Yeah.
Before the you got to remember, look, before we had the subs, yeah. Before we had those 2 subs from 67th minute, we done the 2 subs. Yeah, that was Hoyland and Maguire. That is when the whole game shifted in your favor, and then you started getting possession. Before that, before the 65th minute, you guys wasn't dominating us. You can go watch the game back. You wasn't dominating us. The reason why Martinez actually had to make that tackle was because we was attacking you. Otherwise, why did he make the tackle? We was attacking you guys. So that all changed when Maguire came on. But again, spread it how you want to spread it. But that's the truth, 100%.
Yeah, I just, as I'm saying, I just feel like regardless, the way we was attacking your box in that last, you know how it goes, bro. Like you get that feeling in games where it's just like they're gonna score. You know, at some point they're gonna score, and I felt the same way with you lot, which you did do, but obviously it was offside. So, but I had that feeling like the whole second half, like they're gonna score again, and especially more so when Garnacho come on because we're so high up the park, bro. Come on, you've got Gabriel Saliba on the halfway line, bro.
Bro,
Halfway
honestly,
line.
Arsene, I felt no pressure up until Johnny Evans coming on.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. We was
You
poor.
wasn't.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No,
We was
no. What
poor.
I'm saying is, you guys are not a top team in the sense where you've got this. Oh, you gonna get goals. You're gonna get sick. Like
No,
you,
it's just a lot of possession.
if you
That's what I'm saying, bro.
neutralize the players, then look who had to score your goal, Declan Rice, and it was and it was all mad like that. How many goals? Look, shout out Declan Rice. I'm not gonna say nothing, but it is what it is, isn't it, man? I just feel like that win wasn't as convincing as everybody's kind of like
I
talking
said that.
about.
I said the
You know what I
scoreline
mean?
makes it look like it was a different game, and I'm not. You get it? But I said to you, bro, just great goals. I have to think all the
No,
goals are
but just
great
because you was
goals.
talking about the players, United players, so I'm just letting you know that from our side, I'm happy with that performance. Like
Yeah, I just
it
think
wasn't like you guys didn't do nothing outstanding to outplay us or nothing.
I
Like
agree.
your first goal, I guarantee you, Arsene, if that is Amrabat, that goal is not happening. That's not Ericsson has a lack of defensive mindset. That's the reason you got that goal. And if you look at it again, Wan-Bissaka way out of position. Like this is standard 101 garbage defending. Like it's just defensive lapses. Look at all our games this season. All our games are due to defensive errors. Tell me one team that's opened
But
us
so,
up.
bro, so are ours, bro. So, same thing.
I'm not talking
And
about your team.
I'm not
Yeah, I'm not
disagree.
saying
I'm not.
I'm
No,
not
but
dissing your team.
I'm
I'm
not
talking about my
disagree.
team. Yeah.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you either.
Mm.
I've told you I think our performance was poor, bro. I've said this, bro, and I said to you it wasn't till the substitutions that we saw something a bit more direct and a bit more with urgency again. Do you understand? Whereas prior to that, it was it was laboured, bro. It was just like lapsy daisy, slow, all of that stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not disagreeing, bro. As I said, I thought like you that were a threat on the counter every time. And I feel like we wasn't doing enough with the ball, and I feel like that's due to obviously not being clinical in the box, not
Arteta,
taking our
the
chances, yeah,
system,
which
all of that.
yeah, all of that. So obviously,
Yeah.
it,
I feel
it
like
all looks
obviously
good when you make the subs and you win the game. It all looks good, like oh, it was great substitutions, but maybe that just don't play the guy in the first place, didn't it? You know, like that.
yeah. Obviously, Party being out, I don't know if he would have played right back, but I think if Party was
Nah,
in
he
the
wouldn't.
center,
He wouldn't
yeah,
because Zinni was back. So
yeah. So if he did
Partey
play in
would
the
have been
midfield,
Partey, Rice, and Odegaard,
yeah,
100%.
I think even if you had those three, I think it would have been a much harder game for us, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's what I'm saying.
So because you didn't have them, it did kind of open up the game a bit more. But
Yeah,
like I said, listen, we play you on the rebound, man. I said to my guy the other day, I think we're the third best team in England. I think there's Man City and then Liverpool. I think we're battling you guys, and it'll be good to see this season if you guys go far in other competitions to see how your squad handles that. Because, like I say, you only played 47 games last season. We played 62. So that's a lot of more games, and that's a lot of traveling and a lot of, you know what I mean, on the squad. And it's going to be very, very interesting, you know. So I'm looking forward to see where you go. Like, even if do you think you're going to challenge for the cups or maybe not?
Well, I feel like obviously we've had the Champions League draw now.
Yeah, big draw.
Yeah, but yeah, wait, just so before we close on the game though, because we do have to we do have to close on the Declan Rice goal and the Jesus goal, because those are the moments. Those are the moments, to get what I'm saying, where what football's made of, where like it doesn't matter about the whole 90 minutes once you get one of those winners, and then after you've got the winner, you then like see man Jesus running through on goal. You just know when it's Jesus, you know it's not Eddie. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, it's not Eddie. It's like, do you get it? As long as he don't get tackled, Jesus is bagging. Do you get what I'm saying? So
I didn't know why he slid. I said everybody under the sun knew he was going to cut that back. Everyone, you know, he's not taking it on his staff.
So what was it, Lindelof? Yeah,
Dallo.
madness.
Well, listen, 111th minute, bro.
Well, I'm saying Wan-Bissaka's better in those one-on-ones, wouldn't you say?
There was no one-on-one, bro. The guy came from the fucking sliding from the other side of the pitch to just try and slide him. Like, there was no one-on-one. Bissaka would have got chopped the same way. He might have got nutmegged even. Bro, Bissaka gets duppy dirty. Trust me, if you put the skills on Bissaka, do you know why Bissaka looks good? Because he falls back so much that he basically says, all right, just attack me. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to defend you. I said, all right, but his plan is not to transition. There's no transition for Bissaka. Against a good player, it's just, I'll defend, you do that. That's weak.
I see Dallo get sent to the shop.
Wow, to be honest, it wasn't even a one-on-one. The guy just came sliding in. Do you know what I mean? So,
He went sliding out, mate.
well, listen, it happens. You know what I mean? But main thing is that he had Saka under wraps the whole game, and that's your best player. And I'm happy to see that, because I've been telling everyone that Dallo needs to start, and it's just proving it, you know, especially to the group. You know, a lot of people were talking bad on, Bissaka's this, Bissaka's that. Dallo's showing you how to mark a world-class winger.
Yeah, but Saka's been poor on all 4 games, bro. I can't lie.
If he's been poor, man, he's still a
He's
top
been
winger,
poor,
man.
bro. Obviously,
Big
the
game
system
at home.
because you can't then tell me about system. Your whole system has changed for Wan-Bissaka, when our whole system has changed from right back to a whole. No, but you're saying he affects your system. He affects the way you lot play. So, bro, you know what Arteta's been doing with us. So he's really affected the fucking system, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? He's affected the partnerships on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, in the middle of the park, everywhere, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's there's more in that's going to affect Saka's game than him just, you know, being marked out the game. I think it's a combination of all those things, bro. Like, Ben White's just come back to right back now. This was kind of more the formation that we'd expect still, but then Havertz being in there still affects our play. Do you get what I'm saying? So
yeah, we talked about that 100%. We agreed, but like I say, Saka is still Saka. Like, even when Rashford is, when everything's changing in Rashford, your quality players are still your quality players. They have to step up, and when they don't step up, you don't give them the bly. It's not like, oh, we're giving Sancho the bly, or he's not a Sancho. This is Saka. This is your world-class player. Rashford is my world-class player.
He hasn't been world-class. He hasn't been world-class. He's scored a penalty. He scored a penalty. First game of the season against Forest, banging goal, top bins. Other than that, he's done nothing.
No, but he's still world-class, though. It's like, if you have a good day against him, you're happy with that. Like, any footballer in the world is happy with that. If I have a good day against Vinicius Jr., I don't care if he's off form. I still had a good day. You know what I mean? I'm going to diss myself. No, I'm not going to diss myself. So Dallo, like I say, you have to give him his flowers there, because Saka, poor or not, still done him. Still, he defended him properly. He went up. He said, "Try, skill me up, do something." Saka, he didn't have a lot of answers, you know. Like,
but
we get
there was the double up as well, though.
Of course there is. You have to double up. This is not a little Donny here, you know. It's a big player, so this is what you expect, you know. It's how do you get out of those? You know, how do you get out of those? And I feel like you tried to go down Martinelli's side, and you just got better corners. I think on another day, bro, you guys could have scored a few corners. No cap. I think you guys maybe didn't think he was going to get that many corners, so you didn't even practice. I don't even know, bro. Like,
first man every time. That's what I'm saying to you. It's poor, bro. You probably had like 12, 15 corners or something.
12 corners in total.
Yeah, bro. Come on.
4 in the second half. But what I'll say is that, you know, when I do Football Manager, I know it's just a game, but I'm always focusing on the set pieces. Like in my week, every week has a session, a day dedicated to set pieces, because in the Premier League, that's the thing you get the most set pieces. You get bare set pieces. How good are you at actually gaining points from your set pieces? You know, and I feel like it's one of the biggest things you need to learn. Like all teams, need to learn, because just like in NFL, you know, there's set pieces when they Hail Mary and all of that. That's the same like in football, but football, the mentality has never been like that. It's always been on a basic level. Oh, you got a free kick. But realistically, free kicks are time when you can actually make a plan. Do you know what I mean? And negotiate where the players are going to be and say, okay, listen, lads, you do 2-3 passes, we're in on goal, you know? And I think that's what like Trent, he's really good at that, you know. Shout out Klopp, organizing a little plan to say, listen, you know when to do this, you know when to do that. With Mane, Firmino, and Salah, his crosses were almost like they just rolled off the foot, you know. He didn't have to look. He knew where he was crossing it. And that all comes from, you know what I mean, just little set pieces, little plans, man. So I feel, you know, United were definitely getting better at that. And yeah, man, I'm still happy with us.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I wouldn't say United were terrible. I wouldn't say we were bad either. I'd just say, yeah, there's just more to be. I just want to see a lot more than that. I'm saying a performance like that is not going to win us the league. It's not going to get us close to City, because on another day that's not offside, and on another day we don't get 8 minutes to get on saying. So obviously, as I said, some great goals in the game, great win
goals
over the rivals, but poor performance from me, poor game. But up the gun, isn't it? Obviously, yeah, all your guys that was missing, I can't ignore that. Although I won't say you lot were terrible, but yeah, man, like you lot do your thing, man. I don't even really. Like I say, I was talking earlier, and everyone's all these expectations on Man U and all the talk around everything, Sancho and Anthony and this, that, the other. Yeah, when this gets amplified because of the size of the organization, you then have this effect, and then it just adds more pressure to the situation. So we got to see. Kind of the breaks probably come at a good time for you.
Well, you know, look, me personally,
And the wrong time for us, probably.
Yeah, no, me personally, like, yeah, I think the break did come at a good time because just of the injuries. I feel we had big injuries, you know, and you know, look, everybody always calls us this big club, this and that, and you know what, like, I respect it, you know, it's a compliment always, you know, when I hear it, oh, you're a big club, this and that, and it's like, for me, it's like sometimes I feel like maybe people are like they seen what we was before, so like that's their vision, you know, and they never wanna leave that vision. But I also think it's a bit of banter as well, you know. Oh, you're a big club, this and that, because like I say with Arsenal, you know, like people talk about, they keep calling us big clubs. You guys always say it, you know, big clubs, but sometimes it makes you guys like a small club when you keep saying it and saying it. It's just like you guys said it to us so much that it doesn't mean anything. Calling us a big club, for me, it's just like that the word doesn't mean anything anymore in that sentence, you know. So it's just like all I see is like, all right, these
no,
guys.
but it's, in reality, it is something though. In reality, it is a thing.
Okay, what is the reality? The reality is that what we have a business that's
within world
doing well.
sport. Man United is like one of the biggest
names
within world sport.
Okay,
and within football, the football world, probably one of the top 3.
Yeah, but names don't win. Yeah, but names don't win you trophies.
Like Arsenal are probably like 7th or 8th on that list, maybe.
Okay, so what?
Maybe a little higher now.
But what's the difference?
You're in the top 3, like Real Madrid,
rankings?
Real Madrid, Man United, Barcelona.
What I'm saying is, Arsenal, yeah, this is the 21st century. Like nobody, like every club is big. Everywhere has social media. Everything can be amplified. Like it's not the same anymore. Like back in the day, we're big clubs.
Bro, how much you talking about getting bought for?
Bro, the offer.
How much you talking about? How much you talking about? Yeah.
Me, I said 10 billion.
There you go.
That's what I said.
What clubs?
How much are we valued though?
What club's been bought for 10 billion? Tell me a club.
I don't know.
Tell me another club that's worth 10 billion. Because Real Madrid ain't worth 10 billion.
Well, how much Real Madrid worth? It's you can't You can't buy Madrid. It's owned by the king or the prince, sorry, of Spain. Can't buy Madrid. It's unsellable. It's worth more than 10 billion
Okay, so
for me. Anyway,
well, you can't buy them. Well, then you can't buy them
bro.
anyway.
Tell me what is one of the Real
Tell
Madrid's
me a
like
team
Apple.
tell me another team that
Barcelona.
10,
I don't
10
know.
billion.
Bayern Munich. You're
No,
talking
not
about
10,
the
not 10
best.
billion.
You got Arsenal.
Nah,
Check
bro.
this out.
Come on,
Yeah?
you
Let me
know
explain
this.
one thing
Come
to you. Yeah, in my opinion, yeah, the world where we at now, 2023. Yeah, bro. By 33. Do you know how much bigger all these football clubs are going to be? Because you're looking at this money. You're looking at 2023 money. You're not thinking about 2034 money. You see that 2034 money when you've got, so just deep it, yeah? Me and you, yeah? You've got a business, your business is worth 1B, my business is worth 1B. Whatever, yeah? We're the biggest clubs. In 10 years, are we going to appreciate or depreciate?
Who's?
Both of us, whatever. And if we're the big clubs, Bayern Munich, Barcelona.
Well, they're gonna exceed, ain't they? They're gonna
But
appreciate, like they're gonna
they appreciate
grow
why?
bigger.
Because
Yeah.
their brand back in the day, and it's come all the way through time. It's held the task through time. That is a big establishment, yeah. So it's just like that will always live. And the way the world is working, yeah, there's more money and more money being transferred in the world. So when you got a big business like this that can house 100, pardon me, that can house 100,000 people, 80,000 people, bro, do you know how big your business is? Do you know how much capital there is to be sucked out of that business from ways that you didn't even think? So it's just like you're looking at 2023 money, but the Glazers are thinking, yo, nah, I'm looking at that money. And I feel like that is what separates, everyone's thinking here. And I feel like the Glazers have a great estimate. Their business is valued at 3 billion, yeah, on the stock market. The true valuation of Man United is not 3 billion because Chelsea got bought for how much? 7 billion? Whatever
No, I
it
think
was.
it's like four or something, isn't it?
But the owner had to spend 1.75 billion minimum or 2 billion minimum on the
To
team.
pay off. Yeah.
No, not to pay off, on the team.
Oh,
That was a
yeah.
requirement.
No,
That's why
that was what he said they was gonna do.
Yeah.
Because that was
supposed
money.
to be in the contract, Arsene. That was supposed to be in the contract that they had to spend money over this amount of time. Maybe it wasn't 2 years. Maybe he spent it too fast, but that was definitely in the contract. We could ask the man.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And I'm saying, so what? United's not bigger than Chelsea. If you look at heritage,
Yeah.
we're 10 times the club of Chelsea. So we should be worth 10 times that amount. But because we're talking in Bs, we know B is it's a B, isn't it? So it's just like, okay, how much more are we bigger than Chelsea? The Chelsea only got bought for that much money because they've been winning trophies in the last 10 years. You see, if Chelsea wasn't winning those trophies, they would have still gone for a couple Bs in that, but it wouldn't be as much. Our heritage is strong. We are not worth 3B. We are worth, like I said before, 7 to 10 Bs, depending.
So the biggest club in the world, bro. That's the bottom line. That's what we're saying.
It's not the biggest.
So you can't
Real Madrid and Barcelona are bigger.
Yeah, all right.
And Bayern
Right now. Not Bayern Munich.
Maybe
Not
not.
Bayern.
Well,
Bayern Munich are not bigger than Man United, bro.
I don't know, man.
Bayern Munich are not bigger than Man United.
I don't know, man. Bayern Munich are a massive club, man. Best club in Germany. They always
Bayern
win.
Munich.
Always Champions League. You tell me.
Dortmund let them win, bro, and Dortmund give them their best players.
That's one season, man. That's just one season, man.
No,
the
but
Champions League
Dortmund give them their best players.
We might not have a bigger name than Bayern Munich, but in the footballing world, Bayern Munich is definitely on par with Man United in terms of reputation. In the footballing world, bro.
Yeah, reputation, but they're not a bigger club. They're not a bigger club, though. We're saying that's why, because you're saying why does people keep saying big club? Man United are the biggest, bro. You are the biggest.
We're not bigger than Real Madrid and Barcelona.
No, but in the Prem.
Not.
In the Prem, though.
Okay, yeah, we can be the biggest club in the Prem. But
so
from
heritage. That's why everyone's
and so where are you guys?
In heritage? We're third in that list.
You're third in that list.
Yeah, maybe second, because I'd argue that we're as big as Liverpool. If not, it's just that they've got the European trophies over us. So then you've got to respectfully give them that.
If you guys are big club, why are you always talking about other people being big clubs? I
But
don't
it's
get
not
it.
me. I wasn't involved in that.
Not
convo.
not you personally, but I'm saying
That's
the
what I'm
Arsenal
saying.
fans. They always, even not even the Arsenal fans, just the people. They're always talking. Oh, you're
Because
big
you're
club,
a
you're
big club, bro.
bruv. This shit is like just like if we want to
It's
talk
bro.
about
I told you
football
about
in foot.
expectations. It's like when I tell you when I see Man United's 11 now, I'm not scared. I'm like that. Do you get it? It's just that I know that in game play, I know you lot are a threat on the counter because of Rashford. You understand? If you take Rashford out your team, I don't even know what it looks like then.
Bro.
So
And that's what I keep saying. Like everyone keeps thinking, like, oh, we need this, and this player. No, we're playing the system, man, and we got Garnacho to play there. You see, if Rashford was injured today, I wouldn't bat an eye, bro. You wouldn't see me panic. There's nothing to panic about. We have a system and a way of play.
yeah, but I'm just
The
saying,
manager
bro, that Man
saying this.
United, like you said, when you got Harry and Johnny, and you're complaining
It's not,
about
nah,
Aaron,
we got
you
attackers. We
got
got
so
attackers.
you got Aaron and Johnny, and and Harry,
Yeah,
and you're not happy with them.
yeah.
You've got McTominay in there. You're not happy with him.
He's not happy with him, no.
So come on, bro. These are the reasons because it's like you lot can't get rid of your big players. Like cancel their contracts, innit?
But bro,
Cancel
wait,
the
hold
bro.
on.
That's what we done.
Wait,
Cancel their
hold on,
contracts.
hold on.
Take the L. Cancel the contracts.
We still
Pay them
finished
off.
third last season with the same team and was in 2 finals and a quarter final.
I
So
know, bro. I remember
like
I gave you the props. I
our
said you had
team,
a better season than us. I'm
no,
just saying to you now. When I look at the Man United
we've only
11, I'm like,
improved.
what is that though?
What do you mean we've only improved? So I'm
Nah,
a bit
you
baffled
have
because
well,
we've signed Amrabat, we've signed
yeah.
Reguilon, we've signed Onana, Mount, and Hoyland. Hoyland is better than Weghorst.
I get you.
Onana is better than De Gea for the tactic.
I
Mount
get
is
it.
better than
I get
McTominay
it. I
and
get it.
Fred put together. You know, Amrabat is better than basically we don't even have a replacement for Casemiro, so he was just needed, and
Yeah.
and you already know what he's about. And Reguilon, to be honest, he's played for Atletico, he's played for Real, he's played for big clubs. The guy
Play for
is
Tottenham,
gonna
mate.
be. He played for Tottenham. He's a good player. I think he would be a good backup, 100%. So we've only
Yeah, and I'm
improved
not
our squad.
saying bad. I'm not saying bad signings. I'm just saying it
I'm
just
just saying
doesn't.
we've
It
improved.
doesn't have that. It doesn't have that fear factor it used to have. That's what I'm saying. Bro. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
we're not on form right now. You see, if that man starts scoring, if we go on a form of 10 winning games, all of a sudden everyone's going to start talking about, oh my god, these guys are this, these guys are that.
Yeah,
Like
naturally,
but that's just
naturally, bro. That's all
that's
it
just
is.
crazy for me, man.
No,
You
but
have to
that's
see
football.
quality and talent.
You know football. That's football, bro.
Yeah, but
You
if you
know
see
that.
quality and talent, you should be able to recognize that and say, okay, wait, so look, this is going to happen. Just
Yeah,
like
but
I predicted what was going to happen with my team last season. It
yeah,
wasn't by
but
fluke
in this particular game, there was no quality. There was nothing
for what do you mean no quality?
from Man U. There was nothing.
No, we had many
Done
moments of
nothing, bro.
quality. We
Done
had many
nothing.
moments of quality, but again, I said it's moments. We didn't have a quality attacking game, but we had definitely quality moments in attack where we could have opened you guys up, and we did, but we just didn't
Once.
score.
But, yeah.
Martial chance was a big chance. You can't deny that. That's a massive chance. The Garnacho one is a massive chance.
Mm.
These are big chances. At the end of the day, it's fine margins in it. It's always
Yeah,
fine
bro.
margins in it, and it's just like actually that's why I'm not angry about the loss. I can't be angry. I knew we was coming to the Emirates. I knew it was going to be a hard game, but I fancy my chances for sure. I fancy my chances, and I honestly feel I look forward to see what you guys do in this season, man. I really do because if you guys can better us, if you can beat us, finish above us, then I respect it because I think you guys are trying to go for the title, and I think like for Arsenal to say they're going for the title, I think it's I think Arteta is selling the dream to the players, and maybe
Well, I don't really think he's even said that. I mean, obviously, there has
Zinchenko
been.
said it the other day. Did you
Yeah, I
watch that?
said no, I didn't. I heard about the expectation because of the fans and because of challenging last season, but I don't naturally think that qualifies you for meaning you're guaranteed to challenge the next season because
Okay,
we've
look.
seen that. So I don't think it guarantees that, and I don't think I mean, that is the expectation now because levels have raised, innit? But to me, I want a challenge. Um, we just got to see in it because at any time, like you say, bro, you can click and you can get into a bit of form with 10 wins on a run, and then you never know, you can pull away. But from how it looks and from what I've seen first 4 games, I think top 4. Once we start getting into the other competitions, if we go deep in any of the others and whatnot, I think it's going to be a challenge. I can't lie. Like right now, Partey is saying out 6 weeks. So after that, Tierney's gone. There's no cover for Zinni because this guy's injury prone, bro. Tomiyasu's injury prone, bro. So Holding's now gone, thankfully. Who were the last departures last week? Holding left. Pepe's now gone.
Wow, Holding, man.
Yeah, finally.
Wow,
You get it.
fucking hell.
Finally, bro. That was like a marriage that was just never gonna end. You know,
I felt that
ones,
one.
like,
I felt that one for you, man. You know
that
the way
was-
they're like, yo,
that was madness,
Holding
bro.
was holding on for time. You just think,
Trust,
yo,
bro.
my man had the lifeboat in the changing room.
Yeah, bro. Like some type of insurance thing where like,
Wenger, he had the Wenger insurance.
do you know what I'm saying, bro?
Shout out Holding though. You know, he did his thing. You know, look, he caused you guys a bit of mess, but hey, he was your player for a long time.
Trust. Thank fuck for that, man. But
Nuno Tavares, Nottingham.
yeah, wish him all the best on his journey. Yeah, Tavares obviously on loan. And that's all defenders, bro.
Yeah.
And Timber got injured. So Murray went as well. And then it's just like, wait, you're not bringing in no more defenders? And then, you know, Partey's now out. So then, obviously, we've seen that he went with Havertz. I think going forward, he'd go with Jorginho, Rice and Odegaard, or Smith Rowe or Vieira. I think that'll be rotated. But then, yeah, like Jesus, we don't know how long he can stay fit. We just hope that the two on the flanks, hope they can stay a threat. But I think it's a lot of pressure on them. And he's always quick to yank Martinelli off, never take Saka off. So Saka's always liable to get burnt out. So even that can be factors to his game right now.
Do you agree with the Pepe sell? Is Pepe gone? He's gone, right? Yeah,
I don't know if it's a loan with a. I don't know if it's a loan. I don't know what it was, man. I just heard that he's gone today. I don't know. I ain't looked at the details yet. But
people were talking a lot in the chat. They were saying, "Oh, you can't compare. You can't say Pepe's shit because of Anthony Sancho." So you know what? Let's talk about it. Yeah, talk to me about Pepe and why is Arteta not bringing him back into this team if he's this player and he's this and he's that.
I spoke about this. We spoke about this last week, but I told you that he was one of the last of the old era that won Arteta the FA Cup, and the following season he was benched for Willian. Do you understand? Now it was clear at that time there was the click in the dressing room. You get me? Aubameyang, Lacazette, Guendouzi, Ozil, Pepe. You get me? Rude Boy connection, Rude Boy link up. You know them ones, swag, and all that. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, all of them. Come on, but all of them
gone
were
as well. Yeah, he's gone.
Huh?
I hope he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone as well now. Do you see? So basically, there was the click in the dressing room, innit? But those are the guys that was doing bits, innit? Obviously, Saka was a youth man them time. Martinelli wasn't there yet. So. And then it was just like, yeah, the following season after the FA Cup, he just dropped, man. But then there was moments, bro, where he'd bring him off the bench and Pepe, I remember against Wolves, bro, the last couple of minutes, Pepe come on, slap goals. Pepe was always a threat, bro, like in the box because he's a man that looks to shoot. Do you get what I'm saying? So similar to Saka, always cutting in on the left. So that's why, to me, it doesn't make sense because it's like having Pepe as an option off the bench is definitely a better option than Havertz, bro. Definitely. You just got to look at the numbers. So, and then when you're talking about Anthony and Martial, not Martial, Sancho, bro, Pepe's numbers, like piss on their numbers, bro. And yeah, I just think the guy was just like, I just think Arteta didn't like the whole clique. They're all French boys. He didn't really speak English. He's a very quiet guy. Do you get what I'm saying? And I just think they just didn't click. But I think Arteta has got to work on that man management of knowing how to manage people, because I don't know what he thinks Havertz can do. So to get it doesn't make sense. You can't.
Actually, I think Havertz is a 9. I think he's brought him to play 9, and I feel like that's what he's going to play, man. I think I could be wrong,
Bro,
but
he
for
can't
me,
play
I
9
see a
with
9.
Jesus. He's not playing 9 with Jesus in the team, bro.
No, I'm just saying. I think that's
No, when
where.
Jesus is in the team, he's not playing 9, bro.
Yeah, all
Jesus
right.
is
I
our
hear what you're
number 9.
saying. I'm
Yeah.
saying that I think he's when he's going to flourish for Arsenal, I believe he'll be playing in the 9. That's all I can say, because I don't know what Arteta's thinking. He's on a mad thing. So Eddie's still playing, for God's sake. So I don't even know what's going on.
That's what I'm
So, but
saying.
I think he'll flourish in the 9.
Yeah, I can't see it because, as I say, Jesus starts in the 9. If he gets injured, it's going to be Eddie. So Havertz is going to be in that 8, bro. He's going to be in the 8, but advancing into the false 9 and into that 10, into those positions. So it still ends up kind of in that position anyway, but it's not as a centre forward. I think that'll only be that if Jesus and Eddie are out.
I hear that. In terms of the Pepe thing, like obviously I feel like Pepe was a good player, but like you said, if there's a click in the dressing room and he's not feeling that, then of course he's got to go. Same thing I guess with the Sancho thing. There's a problem with the manager, he's got to go. But in terms of the numbers and that, look, I always said that if you watch Pepe before he came to Arsenal, there was a nice highlight reel of all the goals he scored for. Was it Lille? I think it was Lille. Yeah, and you could tell straight off the bat, this guy's a shooter. This guy's here to this guy's a shooter.
Yeah.
And I feel like when he came into the Arsenal team, he did his thing and he showed what he was actually about. When you compare that to Anthony, if you go and watch Anthony's games for Ajax and all the seasons, the guy is not a shooter like that. You don't see him scoring that many goals, especially like Pepe. It's a different style of winger for me. So when people were comparing, I have to say again, you have to look at the type of play that we're
Yeah, but Anthony, I mean, even against us, he cut in on the left and had a shot. No, same thing, bro.
One shot.
But that is his thing every game, right? Cut in on your left and slap it. So it is the same kind of thing. And he's probably got more trickery than Pepe. Well, maybe not, because Pepe is trickery.
But what I'm saying is, if you watch Pepe play and you watch Anthony play, there's a different way that they do that they actually execute the moves. Pepe comes with a lot of power. He was very aggressive with it. Anthony is more twinkle toes. He's kind of on his tippy toes. He's not running as fast as you think he's running. He's more ready to stop and switch. And do you know what? Maybe one of the reasons all those curling shots don't work is because he doesn't hit it with enough power. So he's hitting it very floaty. So with what Pepe, and you can see it, you're an Arsenal fan, when he used to hit those left footers, how did they used to go in?
Yeah, they're slappers.
There were slappers, but it wasn't the same as Anthony's. If you watch Anthony's ones, Anthony's kind of floating. Pepe's come with a lot of power. And I said, that's to differentiate just in the way they both strike the ball. And I feel like it's just two different players for me. So, yeah, you can compare those two, but I just feel like Anthony is not a natural goal scorer. I think Pepe is way more natural goal scorer than Anthony. Way more natural, just in terms of what I've seen of how they both attack the play and how they score the goal. So that would be me on that little debate that they had. Sancho, again, hard to talk on Sancho, man. The guy's been lackluster. He hasn't really fit in the team. Nothing really to say about Sancho, man. We'll come on to him, but I wanted to speak on that one there.
Yeah, so what with that? Because what we got last five or so minutes.
Oh yeah, listen, if you got the statement up, look, Sancho had the Ten Hag said it, he said to him, listen, he put it in the press, they asked him a question, he said this guy ain't training properly. Sancho comes out with his statement saying basically, I'm training properly, Listen, I was looking at his statement, for even just to say that, I was training well this week, for me, it's bad wording. You would say, I've always been training well. You wouldn't say this week. So I feel like that was just stupid right from the start. I feel his statement was not written properly. I think it was a stupid statement.
Do you think he should have given a statement?
No, of course not, bro. Who are you? You just make money. You're just making money right now. You're not actually benefiting the club in any way. You're actually just making money. So
but he's not playing, bro.
respectfully, shut up. I'm paying you
But
350 grand
he
to sit on
didn't
the
play
bench.
he didn't play the game. He wasn't on the
I'm,
bench, was he?
yeah.
He wasn't on the bench.
So I'm paying you 350 grand to stay
Wait,
on.
but why is he mentioning him if he's not on the bench and he
They
didn't
asked the
play?
question. They asked the question to him. They said, "Yo, well, gone for Sancho. Where's Sancho?" He said,
Oh,
"Sancho."
why is he not in the squad?
Yeah, he said Sancho
Okay.
didn't train well enough, so he's not in the squad this week.
Yeah,
That's it. Do you get it? But if I'm giving you 350 grand a week, and you're sitting at home, you're not playing this week, and I've said to the media, "Oh, listen, you're not training properly." All you do the next day is, "Yo, Wasim, yo, what gone? What did you do that? What's going on?" And that's it. It's not that deep. But what he's gone and done is try and, oh yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna tell the whole world, and I don't rate it.
That's what it looks a bit like chaos in. It looks like a little bit of chaos like in there, and I think that all these things coming out like every minute there's something. I think it's all of this stuff where Man U's just really like under it right now.
I would agree with that statement. I feel
Every
like,
minute there's a new story. You get me, and it's like
yeah,
this
look,
information shouldn't be getting leaked, but
well, listen, that's the player. That's the player choosing to do that. And now that, when he did that, Arson, that kind of proves Ten Hag's point, That proves Ten Hag's point that this guy is a bit petulant, that this guy is a bit of a moaner, that this guy is a bit, I'm going to talk a bit because you know what? I'm this and that. I'm making this money. And you know what it is? I was watching Sky Sports News and they showed Sancho walking in the rain and Marshall behind him. And you know what, Sancho just walking into somewhere, maybe into a place, into a building. Might have been Carrington. I don't know. I didn't see the building, yeah. But Marshall was walking behind him with the cap. Do you know what Sancho was walking? Do you know who he was walking with? Do you remember P. Diddy? Who was that guy? Who's P. Diddy's brethren? With that umbrella. What's his name, man? The umbrella guy. It was that Busta Rhymes. You know the guy with the umbrella, man? And he holds the umbrella when he walks. You never remember that? P. Diddy.
Was he security?
Nah, man. It's the guy that holds the umbrella, isn't it? You don't remember that?
Who's
P.
that,
Diddy
bro?
had it. Man, Busta Rhymes had it, man. What's that guy's name, man? There's the little guy and he holds the umbrella for him. Anyway, basically, long story short, he had a guy holding an umbrella for him walking into the building. I'm saying, bro, who do you think you are to have somebody holding an umbrella for you? Just deep that for a second, Austin. I'm 20, 23, 24, whatever. It's raining. Marshall's behind me. Rather than walk with Marshall, I've got a guy, one white Donny, holding an umbrella for me. That picture there told me a thousand things. So Sancho thinks, in his mind, because remember, money guys, people that make a lot of money, they think once you have money, you have power. And so he's got in his mind somehow that, because I make a lot of money for Man United, pay me a lot, I can now do like what Cristiano did. I can go out like that and look, maybe I'm going to get my way. Maybe something's going to happen. So, yeah, man, he shot himself in the foot.
It's a madness, though, man.
Madness.
Big contract, man. What's he on? 300, 350?
300, 350? I fully don't know. Like, I know it's
clearing,
a minimum 300.
It's definitely clearing like nearly a month.
Easy.
Yes.
He's killing it.
And it's mad. That's what I'm saying. Because what is that gonna do to a young player, and with the pressure and all of that? It's madness. But who gave the deal? Ollie.
Ole, of course, man. You know Ole. Shout out Ole and the Glazers. Shout out Ole and the Glazers every single time. You guys.
You lot was trying to get him for 2 years. Weren't you trying to get him before Ollie as well?
Sancho.
Yeah, you tried to get him and then you didn't get him and then you tried to get him.
Ole was there for 3 years. That's all Ole.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah. So Mourinho didn't want him. Van Gaal didn't want him. They wanted different players, man. Like I say, the players that Man United get all have to be a certain criteria, man. But shout out Ole, man. He was just a bum. But yeah,
Mad.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people talking on Ten Hag as well. Just for the people that were saying Ten Hag out, and they think Ten Hag is not the right man and this and that. you know, all of you guys, honestly, go home, go sleep, take a shower, on one, do whatever you guys want to do. Just don't talk football, because right now, you see this, it's not working for you, man. Because if it was, then you wouldn't be saying stuff like this. Because at the end of the day, this guy has brought us from the trenches, from the mud, took us out the mud, and he brought us to where we are now in a confident way that we can actually say, you know what, we're playing a brand of football. We've got something here. We've got a good manager here. We've got someone that's not taking shit. If
You
you want
got
to
to build.
ruin that,
You got.
yeah, if you want to ruin that. United fans can ruin that by themselves. Just like Anthony. If you want to ruin Anthony, ruin that by yourselves. Talk the most shit on him and just pray that he fails. You know, and look for the whole group. I said it earlier. Bruno's going to play on the right. Haaland's going up front. Rashford will play on the left. And Mount and Ericsson or Amrabat and Casemiro will play. That's what's going to happen. And then they're going to talk to Anthony and say, oh, Anthony's been dropped. Look, I told you this and that. No, that's called a tactic. I'm telling you from now, all the United fans, all the people, that's going to happen because we've done it before. So don't start dissing Anthony to say, oh, no, he's not playing. Tactics. You know, if you understand football, you know, a manager's got to have a lot of tactics. Look at Arteta. You know what I mean? Just to say it, you know, like.
Nah, allow it.
Just, yeah. But you get it.
Yeah,
you know.
I rather not, man. I just rather like 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. Just keep it basic. You know what I'm saying? But I get the tactics thing and that. You get me? But I don't want to hear about 43 formations and
43 structures.
All these, and all these ways to get to London Colney on. I don't care about all that, bruv. This guy's trying to move like some philosopher. So that's what happens also. Because I feel like Ten Hag's kind of, well, he's got the power in it. He's the manager, but I feel like that thing with being manager, some of these guys, it does get to their head a bit.
Yeah, listen.
But Ten Hag's obviously got more. Yeah, he's got more credit in the bank to
Come
do
on,
so.
bro. The guy's done what no other manager has done at Ajax. You can call it luck, call it fluke. Ajax top of the league right now. I don't think they are. I think their team is died. Yeah. So main thing is, end of the day, Ten Hag is not a bum manager. Like, he's better than majority of these managers out there. And if United or the fans, and more importantly, forsake him and try and think that we can get better elsewhere, best believe me, Man City will take him like this. As soon as Pep goes, boom, Ten Hag's in. He was the number one replacement for Man City. If that doesn't tell you anything, United fans, then you guys should all, again, go yard, go sleep, bun one, all of that. Because you're not getting it. We've got a very, very good manager here.
All right, man. Well, boom. Obviously, I'm going to allow you to
shit.
talk
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Talk that shit.
Man.
You get me?
Come on,
all day until the end of the season. It's calm, man.
Ready.
Do your thing, bro. Back your thing. You speak it, you say it with chest. You keep it real, you represent. Enough man are missing, certain man are hiding. But we're always here, man. We're always here. We stand up, and it's the fans' reaction with that executive perspective. So we always look a bit deeper with the analysis. Football Giants podcast, episode 4, game week 4. It's been myself, our son, and the football genius. Are we about to sign out, man? Anything you want to say on the outro, bro?
Yeah, man. Always, man. Thank you for having me. Big up all the man as usual, man. You know what I mean? Always a pleasure, man.
Yeah, come on. Well, you're co-host now, bro. So you got all the deets to get in there, and do you get me?
Yeah, man.
So we got international break. International break. I think we can chop up some other stuff. To get what I'm saying, because
we'll get a bit deeper into our teams. I think, like, you know, what I mean, talk a little bit more, because I think there's going to be a lot of stuff happening over the international break that we're going to talk about. So yeah, man, just be ready, because we're going to give that pre-analysis of the first game before it happens. So yeah, come on. Gooner Gang TV, and we are out until next time. Big up yourself, people. Bless.